Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter.
This video is our first look at Grey's Anatomy Season 16, Episode 21. Originally, this episode, which by the way is entitled Put on a Happy Face, so you know something terrible is gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
This was just originally supposed to be an episode, stop on the way to the season finale. It is now the season finale. Originally, there were supposed to be, and I'm not joking, 25 episodes this season. That is a lot of story.
That is so much story.
But yeah, we're not getting all of that, so this is now going to function as the end of everything. We want to come on and just talk a little bit about some of the first details that are out there, and I'm sure we will get into more as we get a little bit closer, even though we may not have the traditional Grey's Anatomy, like everything is going to you-know-what, which we have in most finales. There's still some interesting stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, that feels like some stuff may be going into the you-know-what.
Yeah, it sounds like there's enough here that this may actually feel kind of like a finale. But before we dive in and discuss some of it, if you guys do like this video, remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. So, I guess the best place to begin, according to the press release that ABC has out there for this episode, is that it sounds as though we're either going to be seeing Amelia give birth or she's just very close to giving birth, because she's going to apparently be trying to do a lot of different stuff, and Link is going to be like, whoa, let's hold off here for a second.
Yeah, so it looks like she's going to be in sort of the final stages of her pregnancy. And I mean, that could be at the 8th month mark, could be 7th month, 9th month. It's all kind of that final trimester of her pregnancy. We don't know exactly where in the final stage she's going to be. But, I mean, this is why I wanted Link to be the dad so bad. Because these types of situations where it's like, you know, he's never been a dad before, and their relationship is not like years deep, where they know each other so well that he's going to start getting, you know, a little overprotective, and we're going to see this side of him of what does Link look like when he's getting nervous about it getting closer to becoming a dad. And so this is what it's going to look like. He's going to start trying to be a little more convincing of, hey, you should take it easy. Let's all take it down a notch. You don't need to be here, there, and everywhere.
I don't know if Amelia is the take it down a notch type, so I think this is going to get kind of interesting watching the two of them go back and forth. And you know, the thing is that because this is the finale, we don't know now if Amelia is going to give birth this season or not. But I also feel like Grey's Anatomy, they've done enough pregnancy storylines that if she doesn't give birth in this episode, I wouldn't be surprised if we sort of just flash forward in the premiere in season 17 and, you know, the baby's already there and they're sort of picking things up at that point.
It kind of depends on what they had planned. If they had some sort of like, she's giving birth early, or there's some sort of possible problem or complication, or all that kind of fun drama that they love to throw into the show, I could see them then still being like, okay, we're not going to jump ahead. Just depends kind of what they had planned.
That really is like one of the eternal questions, and nobody really knows an answer to this right now, and not just for Grace, but really any show on television, and that is with kind of everything that is happening. Are showrunners going to basically be like, okay, we already had these few scripts kind of wrapped up. Are we just going to start the next season with these? Or are we going to go completely back to the drawing board and scrap them all together? I think that I'm going to be fascinated to figure that out. And I think that is going to be a big challenge and one that we're not even equipped to try to untangle. But the Amelia stuff is going to be a big part of this episode.
Yes.
But for drama's sake, let's talk about Owen, who is going to apparently make a shocking discovery in this episode. Is he going to discover that actually he's not a doctor, he is a superhero? No, it is not that.
Or is he going to discover that Teddy has been with Tom?
I think it's probably going to be that.
Yeah, and I mean, really, after this past episode, I was kind of thinking that Teddy was actually just going to go and break things off or talk to him, tell him that what's going on and that she's having these sort of feelings where she's realized that you can love two people at the same time, that she's seen this situation play out in her own life from her past, and that she is now the person who is loving two people. I kind of thought it was going to give her motivation to go and have that very difficult, complicated conversation with Owen, but maybe not if he's going to make a discovery like, what has Teddy been doing?
The word discovery in the synopsis is not an encouraging word for Teddy cluing in Owen, and I don't exactly know how he's going to figure this out, because I don't imagine Karassik's going to tell him.
No.
I mean, is he going to be just overhearing something? Is he just... I don't know how he's going to try to uncover this, but...
Yeah, because for a while I thought maybe Tom and Teddy's affair was going to continue on. But we saw Tom end it and just basically be like, listen, I'll do a lot of stuff in life, but I'm not willing to be with married people, and you're basically married. So this is the end, my friend. So I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe, this will continue on. Owen will walk in on some nonsense, but Thomas pulled the plug.
Yeah, and I don't really know why Tom would reverse course. And I mean, we could be off course, and this may have nothing to do with Teddy and Karasik at all, but at the same time, it's not like we have a lot of evidence of other stuff, and secrets in the world of Grey's Anatomy, they never stay secret. Like, something is gonna happen, and if it's not this episode, it probably would have been in one of the other ones they had planned out before filming stopped.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty fair to say that Owen's not going to be happy by his discovery.
Probably not. I don't think anybody's going to be happy by this.
No. Discoveries in the Grey's Anatomy world are never so happy as oh, look, someone left donuts. They're not going to do a story like that in episode 21. But, okay, I want donuts now.
I would say, that's a great discovery.
Yeah, it really is. But all right, so the other thing we know right now is that Cormac Hayes is going to ask Meredith a surprising question, and I wonder, is this going to be just various forms of, do you want to go out with me?
Yeah, I think even with them putting that it's a surprising question in the synopsis, is it really?
What if it is, do you want one of these donuts that Owen discovered in the other room? And it's sort of and that's surprising, because who would offer donuts when you can eat all of them yourself? But no, it is probably not that again. It is probably about Meredith.
I think that he is probably going to get to a point that he's ready to ask her out. I mean, it feels like he's been brought in to be the next Meredith, love interest. We did learn a lot about him in this past episode with his great hair.
Yeah, wait a second, that's supposed to be Cormac hair? Yeah, I was blindsided by that for a good 3 minutes.
Yeah, so I mean, they finally gave us enough that we can start to get to know him and start to really like him. I mean, I'm still on the fence of whether or not I like him for Meredith. I like Meredith, so I need to know more about him. I need to know that he's gonna be all right. She does not need to be taken on a weird ride. So I'm starting to warm up to him, but I'm not convinced yet. There are still some more episodes to get to, though, before he's gonna ask this surprising question, which is probably, do you want to grab a drink?
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons why DeLuca and Meredith worked as a story was because we had known DeLuca for a long period of time before anything started to happen there romantically. I think there's always a fear of, are you going to rush things too much? I mean, this would be reasonably fast, I guess, when you consider when Cormac first entered the hospital. But if he's interested, he's interested. We can't just stall him out for no real reason.
No, and he was sort of sent there by Christina and that whole thing, so that almost gives him a speed pass on stuff. And I know that there are some people out there that are kind of that definitely gives him the A-OK stamp of approval, but I need to get to know him a bit better. He really hasn't been around that long. Meredith has been through a lot. everything that just ended with DeLuca in such like a ball of fire. I mean, give her a minute.
Also, is DeLuca still driving the motorcycle in this episode? Like, when are we getting back to that?
Yeah, I hope before this episode. Hopefully next episode. Probably not though. I mean, with everything that's going on with Richard, it's probably gonna be just a very Richard intensive episode.
It feels like they probably made the DeLuca story like episode 22 or 23, and we're probably
never gonna know.
Yeah, he's just gonna be driving that motorcycle for the rest of the season, and we're just all kind of left just being like, but I feel like if nothing else, the writers will sort of clue us in as to some of the stuff they may have had planned, but not give us the answers if they want to use that in season 17. But for now, what do you guys think about this being the Grey's Anatomy season 16 finale? Is there any detail that has caught your eye? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and if you guys do like this video, remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and you can support us for more by checking the link in the description to the store, and we'll see you here next time.